What's going on, guys? In our last video, we talked about a tool which we even used the tool real time to build a functional website. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to link it above. Now, today's tool is one that has even higher advantages than Mobirise, in my opinion, and I'll show you why in a few minutes. This tool is called Websim. It's Websim AI, and Websim AI is pretty determined to make sure people don't even just work to develop applications. All you need to do is think it and it does it for you. Now, this has been made possible because just like we have the latest version of Claude model, which is the Sonnet 3.5, where it uses artifacts, and with this you can just tell Claude, for instance, Claude AI, to build something for you, and it's going to show you the code and even just show you a preview of it. Let me just show you an instance. So now I just told Claude to build a ping pong game. So it's going to, with the artifact, it's going to show you the code by the side, and when it's done with the coding, it's going to show you a preview of the particular stuff you told it to build, and it's actually very functional. Look at it. I can actually play this game, and I can still probably just customize it, add some high score activities and all that. So Claude has made this possible, and Websim AI is leveraging on that, because if you check out the models used, they're mostly models from Claude except for GPT-4o. Now, I went ahead and tried generating a plagiarism checker using this tool, and it worked out pretty well. I mean, just look at the interface, for instance. I named it Turnitin Alternative, and not that it checks for plagiarism as expected, but then this is a tool that would just show you the percentage of originality, and if there's any potential plagiarism, to show you the source. That's fine. It may not be completely functional, I mean, from the back end that way, but it's a tool that will give you exactly what you've dreamed of. So I have ChatGPT opened up here, and the reason why I use ChatGPT for this is because it is good at generating some fictional activities that we want to just do for demo purposes. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT to give me a list of 3 tools needed by an SEO content writer. And one is Google Keyword Planner, which, well, it's a keyword planner. All right. So now, in that case, what we are going to use this for is to build alternatives for these applications for free. So let's go ahead and try the first one. It's a tool, so we're going to tell this tool, and just go back home, and what would you like to create today? I'm leaving it on Sonnet 3.5 because it's claimed to be the smartest and fastest so far. I'm going to tell it to build a tool. I'm going to copy this. Build a tool for researching and identifying the best keywords to target in a content to improve search engine rankings. Press enter. It's just gonna roll within seconds, and look at how fast it is. It's going to just spit out an application that works, I mean, surprisingly well. All right, so it named the tool Keyword Optimizer Pro. Unlock the power of AI-driven keyword research, and you can select the industry and all that. So let's enter the main keyword. Let's try using this tool. Let's say what we want to research is on technology, and it's GoPro cameras, and analyze the keyword. Look at this. This is just perfect. I mean, it may not actually be the right search volume or difficulty or whatever, but hey, even those tools just randomly generate search volumes and difficulties in order to ensure that you use them. But just take a look at this. It's something that for you to build it on a normal day, you would need to have a lot of programming experience. Now, let me also show you if I want to customize this, let's say I don't want the name to be Keyword Optimizer Pro, or I want the name to be Keyword Optimizer Pro by Williams. To edit it, all I need to do is just come to this section and tell it change the name to Keyword Tool by Williams, and it's going to just get the context, the previous context, and use it to generate the same thing but with the change you just made it to implement. All right, so now let's try the second tool. It's called Yoast, and I know this, it's a premium tool, so it's a popular WordPress plugin that helps to optimize content for search engines providing. So now we are going to create a tool. Let's just go back and create another. So create a tool that optimizes content for search engines, providing real-time analysis of your on-page SEO elements or articles. So let's add more details. The tool should be able to accept articles and analyze them real time. So let's see. This is a very, very good tool to use. It's not that it's completely perfect. Now look at this. It's saying paste your article content here. So let's go ahead and give it an article. Just copy any article online. All right, so I just searched for how to bake cake, and this is the article that came up, one of the articles. So I'm just gonna copy everything here, or just a portion, and paste it in our tool and analyze it. So the readability score is 57.89. The word count is 614, which I feel like we could actually test this out. So word count isn't 614, it's 597. It's very important to know that what this tool does is not 100% perfect. That's fine. But in some cases, you could actually use it to build something that works really well. This is because I'm using it for cases that require real-time results that are somewhat perfect. But what if I told it to build a game the same way I told Claude to build a game? So let's say build a ping pong game and add a button to pause the game. All right, so let's try this. All right, so it actually gave it the name also. So there's player and AI, and you can pause the game when you're ready. I even forgot to add play, the play button, but I think this is still building. All right, so this is fully functional for such use cases. So let's try pausing the game. And when you pause, it pauses. Like, this is functional for a case like this. What if I resume and try filling? It records that AI got 1 over me. And that's something that I feel you can just go out, check it out, practicalize with whatsoever it is that you have in mind, whatsoever tool that you've been dreaming of. I mean, look at what people have been building. People have been building game emulators that are fully functional. Look at this game, like it's called Crazy Cars. You can name it whatsoever you want. And the best part is now, let's say I love this tool. Let's say I have everything I need in this tool. If I want to export it, all I need to do is just click on this button and I can download the website. I can either copy the URL to a clipboard, and since it's online, I can share it, but I can still download it. It's going to download a HTML file. So this is the HTML file it downloaded. And that's why you should know you can't use this tool to create complex applications, because applications that require the use of databases or some other complex tools that would need more pages, then this wouldn't serve for it. But hey, what do you have to lose? It's free. You can give it a try and you can have fun doing it. So I mean, that's just what I came here to show you. I'm gonna go keep on trying to create some amazing stuff. So that's been it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you around.